Hi guys, it's Goals and Cubes, and today I'm going to teach you all 21 PLL algorithms. So we're going to start with the UA perm. It's one of the simpler algorithms. The way you recognize it, as you can see, all the corners are solved, and the edge cycle goes counterclockwise like this. See? So green there, red here, and orange goes across. So the algorithm is just like this. R, U prime, R, U, R, U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R2. And it can be quite fast. The UB perm is almost exactly the same as the U perm. All the corners are solved. But the only difference is the edges go clockwise. So green there, green goes here, orange goes to here, and red goes across. So it's basically the reverse of the UA perm. It's R2, U, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, U prime, R prime, U, R prime. And just like the UA perm, it's pretty fast. So the H perm is probably the simplest of all PLLs. Like the UA and UB perm, all the corners are solved. How you recognize it is opposites. All the edges are opposite where they need to be. So blue needs to go across there, green goes across, and same with red and orange. So it's extremely simple. M2, U, M2, U2, M2, U, M2. And it's extremely fast. And this algorithm is the last of all the algorithms where all the corners are solved. So this is the Z perm. The way you recognize it is you have two adjacent edges that need to be switched. So blue and red, green and orange. The way you hold this and recognize it is you have two adjacent edges that need to be swapped on the bottom left, and the other two in the bottom right, or the top right. So it's really simple. M prime, U, M2, U, M2, U, M prime, U2, M2. And you just fix that. It's really fast. So the next algorithm I'm going to teach you is the AA perm. It's one of the faster algorithms. And the way you recognize it is you have a block right here, blue and red, two colors that are the same, and you have headlights in the back right here. And this side just has random colors. So the way you do it is you do an X. So you're going to see the bottom. Then you do R prime, U, R prime, D2, R, U prime, R prime, D2, R2. And it can be pretty fast. So this next algorithm I'm going to teach you, the AB perm, is almost exactly like the AA perm. So you recognize it basically exactly the same. You have the block right there, two colors that are the same, and instead of the headlights being in the back, they're going to be on your right side. So like before, you're going to do an X rotation, and the moves are going to be like this. R2, D2, R, U, R prime, D2, R, U prime, R. And pretty fast as well. The next PLL I'm going to teach you is the F perm. So really easy to recognize. It's a bit of a longer algorithm, but it's really easy to remember. So what you do is you hold the bar, or the solved bar right here on the left, like so, and you'll have three faces solved. These two edges need to be switched, and these two corners need to be switched. Just like that. And really easy to do. So R prime, U prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U, R. And like I said, it can be pretty fast once you learn it. Kind of messy. This next algorithm I'm going to teach you is called the T perm, and it's very easy to recognize, learn, and perform. So you recognize it, you're going to have headlights right here, solve two bar right here, and in the back as well, and that piece is going to be opposite of the corners. And these corners will be switched as well, just like that. So very easy to learn and recognize. R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime. And like I said, it can be very fast. I can sub 1 it. This next PLL I'm going to teach you is called the RA perm. It's not the fastest algorithm, but it is one of the most efficient algorithms. It's the most efficient algorithm I know. So you recognize it a little bit similar to the T perm. So you're gonna have headlights on your left and a solved bar right here. Except this time you're not gonna have a solved bar in the back. So the main key points for recognizing is headlights on the left, solved bar right here, and this edge is not opposite of the orange or whatever color that may be. So an algorithm is R, U, R prime, F prime, R, U2, R prime, U2, R prime, F, R, U, R, U2, R prime. And like I said, it's not the fastest, but it can be pretty fast. This next PLL I'm going to teach you is similar to the RA perm, the RB perm, this is. Recognizing it is similar, they're like algorithms. So, the way you're going to recognize it, headlights on the left, you're going to have headlights in front, and a solved bar right here on your left-hand side. There's no other bars or any other key points you're recognizing. And like the RA perm, this is not going to be opposite. This edge is not going to be opposite of the corners. So here's the moves. R prime, U2, R, U2, R prime, F, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F prime, R2, and then fix the top layer. So like I said, it can be about the same speed as the RA perm. This next algorithm I'm going to teach you is the JA perm. So it's a pretty smooth algorithm, very easy to recognize as well. So basically you have headlights right here with the edge matching the corners, a 2 bar right there, a 2 bar right here, and a 2 bar right there. So you're going to hold the headlights on the left and do the algorithm as follows. R prime, U2, R, U, R prime, U2, L, U prime, R, U, L prime. And like I said, it's a pretty smooth algorithm. This next PLL I'm going to teach you is probably one of my favorites, along with the T perm and H perm. It's the JB perm. So it's a lot similar to the JA perm, except you still have the headlights right here with the edge matching it, but instead of the bar being right here, it's on the right side of this face, and so forth on the rest. Very easy to recognize and learn. R, U, R prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime. And then you just fix that. And it can be very fast. The next 3 PLLs I'm going to teach you are going to share one thing in common. They're going to have no headlights across any of the faces whatsoever. This algorithm I have right here is called the Y perm, and it's very easy to recognize. So the way you recognize it is you're going to have a 2 bar right here and a 2 bar right there. This sticker right here is going to be the opposite color of this entire face, and same with this. Don't worry about these pieces right here. So the algorithm is F, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R, F prime. And it's the opposite of a T perm, the opposite moves. Not the fastest. This next PLL I'm going to show you is probably one of my least favorites. Although it is pretty easy to recognize. It's kind of like an A perm. You still have the block right here, except the only difference is these corners are not going to be the same. In fact, these corners will be the opposite of the rest of their corresponding face. So here's the moves. R prime, U, R prime, little d prime, R prime, F prime, R2 U prime, R prime U, R prime F, R F. And yeah, just one of my least favorite algorithms. This next algorithm I'm going to teach you, again, is one of my least favorites. This is probably one of the hardest algorithms to recognize. Just a forewarning. So, all the edges are going to be solved. And the way you recognize it is this corner right here, this sticker, is going to match the edge right there. And same on the left side. You have to really pay attention to that, because if you hold it like this and perform it, it's not going to solve it. So, the moves is you do an X prime, so you're going to hold the top face in front of you, and here we go. R, U, prime, R prime, D, R, U, R prime, D prime, R, U, R prime, D, R, U prime, R prime, D prime. So it can be a bit tedious, and here's how I do it. I haven't really mastered the finger tricks to that yet, but if you do, it can be a little bit fast. The next 4 algorithms I'm going to teach you are among some of the least favorite among cubers. You'll see why. This is the GA perm, and it's not too easy to recognize, not too hard. It's kind of in between most of them. So the way you are going to recognize it, though, is you're going to have headlights on your left, a bar right here, and no other bars or headlights on the right or back face. So here's the algorithm. R2 little u, R prime u, R prime u prime, R little u prime, R2, Y prime, R prime u R. And it's not the fastest algorithm out there. This next PLL I'm going to teach you is called the GB perm. So it's a lot like the GA perm, except, well, here's the recognition. You're going to have your headlights right here, and unlike the GA perm, this edge is going to be the opposite of these corners, opposite color. Instead of the bar being right here, it's going to be in the right back, the back of the right side. And you're going to have no bars or headlights on the front or back side. So here's the algorithm. R prime, U prime, R, do a Y rotation, R2, little u, U, R prime, U, R, U prime, R, little u prime, R2. And like the GA perm, it's not super fast, mainly because of the rotation. This next PLL I'm going to teach you is the GC perm. It is a lot like the GA perm. Its recognition is almost the same, except instead of the 2-bar being in front, it's going to be in the back. It's the same, you have headlights on the left, this edge is an opposite color as the stickers right there. So let's get right into it. The algorithm is R2 little u prime, RU prime, RU, R prime, little u, R2, Y, RU prime, R prime. And it's typical of a G perm, not very fast. I also kind of messed up there, so this algorithm, the GD perm, is the final of all G perms. So it recognizes a lot similar to the GB perm, so pay close attention so you don't get them confused. Like the GB perm, you're going to have headlights on the left, and this edge is going to be the opposite color of the corners. And here's where the recognition is different. Instead of the bar being in the back of the right side, it's in the front of the right side. And like the GB perm, no headlights or bars in the front or back. So here's the algorithm. RU R prime, and do a Y prime rotation. R2 U prime, R U prime, R prime U, R prime little u, R2. And like I said, it's not super fast. And here we are at last, the final 2 algorithms. These are both called N perms, and the first one I'm going to teach you is the NA perm. So it's pretty easy to recognize. Although these two are the slowest algorithms out of all of them, in my opinion, or at least the way I perform them. So, like I said, they're pretty easy to recognize. You're going to have bars on the right going all the way across the entire cube. And it does not matter how you hold this, because their bars will always be on the right side no matter how you hold it. So here's the algorithm. R, U, R prime, U, R, U, R prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U2, R, U prime, R prime. And like I said, got one of the fastest algorithms. And the NB perm recognizes a lot similar to the NA perm, except the only difference is that you have the bar right here. It's on the left side across the entire cube. And it doesn't matter how you hold it, like I said. This algorithm is actually pretty easy to learn. You do just a few moves twice. You do a pattern of moves twice. So here it is. R prime, U, L prime, U2, R, U prime, L. Then you just do that one more time. R prime, U, L prime, U2, R, U prime, L. And like the other N perm, it's not fast. So that was all 21 PLLs. I really hope you enjoyed the video. It took a long time to make this, so please like, comment, and subscribe. See you in my next video.